April is here. Time to get things green and growing outside. That means Mainers will soon be making the first trips to their local greenhouses for flowers.
Some of those places have become cherished springtime destinations for thousands of gardeners. 207's Don Kerrigan decided it was time to make a visit himself.
Absolutely, guys. Hi there. Barley Joe's Farm Greenhouse in Warren is one of those places. It's become a local mecca for early season growers of flowers and vegetables. And one of the reasons is that for workers and customers, the place is almost like family. Before you get a blossom, you have to plant the seed and then help it grow.
We grow asclepsia.
35 years ago, Jan and Fred McDonald seemed an unlikely pair for growing flowers.
Yeah. I grew pigs in Washington State.
Yeah.
I had my own pig farm.
Yeah, we did.
They had first planted themselves in Washington State. He was an engineer, she was a nurse. And long story short, after 21 years, they decided to move to Maine and take over her parents' very small greenhouse business in Warren.
Because he was having like a midlife crisis, and he wanted to change. It was an adventure, you know. Fortunately, we had each other, you know. And there's a saying, bloom where you're planted.
So they did. You had to learn this business from scratch?
Yes.
How hard was that been?
It wasn't too bad. It really wasn't, because I got right into it, and then I just started enjoying it. It was a lot of work.
In 1999, they bought this land on busy Route 90 and began building the new Barley Joe's greenhouses. How many greenhouses?
9 greenhouses.
In the process, they also built a small community of flower lovers to become their co-workers.
We are planting Verbena bonnieris.
Like Heidi,
Grows about that big.
leading the crew transplanting flower seedlings. She's been here each season for 24 years.
It's fun. You get dirty, you get to see people. It's just fun.
These are all herbs and vegetables.
Jacob and Joe have been part of the Barley Joe family for 8 years.
It's like a small family that you get to see for half the season. It's always exciting to come back and see the people we've missed all summer and tell them about the gardening adventures we've had on our own.
Newer family members have joined them, lovingly tending these tiny seedlings.
I was pretty much a boss all my life, and now I'm not a boss and I like it.
And Mark Palethorpe, a retired farmer himself, joined this family 3 years ago.
The amount of different species that they have, the types of flowers and things that they have, is better than anywhere else around here. Better than anything I've ever seen.
And they all became part of an even bigger family, a loyal and devoted contingent of customers who bloom here every spring.
You see them come in here and they're like, oh, I've waited all year to see you guys, and what's new, you know?
And we take these blooms off.
And at the center of it, always, are Jan and Fred.
And Jan and Fred are like just our, I guess, parents in a way. I mean, trying to learn everything we can from them, and mentors.
I can't wait to see our customers. They are so nice, so nice.
I mean, it's like home week.
Barley Joe's opens for the season the last Monday in April. And to say it's a short season is an understatement. How long will you be open?
4 to 5 weeks, maybe 6.
Yep, that's all.
And every house will be totally sold out. There won't be anything left over.
All those months of work for a fast few weeks of business. Only plant as much as you can sell, they say. A lesson learned.
Everybody here loves their plants, and that energy goes out into the community. I just see it as a web that keeps reaching out.
And a community of growers that, like the flowers, has been planted and tended and is once again ready to blossom. And at Barley Joe's, again, they say they open for business the last Monday in April, and they say that the customers are already chomping at the bit, waiting for their chance to come in and buy a bundle. As for those workers, most of them are only there 3 or 4 months. Then they go on to some other seasonal jobs. Several of them are gardeners for people's private gardens at their homes. As for Jan and Fred, they spend a few months afterwards cleaning everything up, and then they say, go fishing.
It's hard to overstate what an unusual business it is that is open 4, 5, maybe 6 weeks a year.
Yeah, spend all the money, take all that time to get ready. It's almost like getting ready for Christmas season.
All right. Thank you, Don.
Thanks.